that'd be helpful.
Pretty sure I turned that back on. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you all again. Thanks very much for hanging out here tonight. Sarah says she is ready. Excellent. Excellent. Like I said, I think we have a couple of viewers in tonight. Again, thanks for joining us here in New Port Richey. It's trivia night. Once again, we air every Monday at 9 o'clock Eastern here with Gentleman Octopus Trivia. And before we get started, we're going to say thank you to some of our recent supporters. And we'll just quickly go over the rules and get you right into it. I feel like most of you have probably played this before. And if it's your first time, feel free to drop us a shout-out in the comments, in the chat, whatever you've got. That's Twitch or YouTube or Facebook. And just let us know you're hanging out. Foregathers has followed. Foregathers, thank you very much for the follow. Cheers to that. I am drinking a nice cold bottle of Yingling.
Yeah, I'm drinking a nice cold bottle of water.
Excellent. Exquisite choice, sir. All right. Yeah, just waiting for some more people to hop in. In the meantime, we'll just show off all of the supporters who have helped us out recently, and most of them since day one, really.
Yeah,
we've
had a lot of day one people.
Had some dedicated fans. Thank you very much for being a part of it. If you want to support us and DIY trivia in general, this is one of the many projects we've got brewing each week. You can do so at Venmo, at McKinney-Sizemore, or use PayPal, ksizemore@hotmail.com. Donation, tip, never, ever required to play, but we always appreciate it, so thank you very much if you're able to make that contribution. Anyway, like to say thank you to Liz Hudson, Adam Francois Watkins, and Rachel Schumann, to Lincoln Hamilton, Claire Fisher, and Will Gilbert, to Gail Angeles, Stephen Glassman, and Mark Dawson, to Jerome Verid, Adam Connor, and Martin Butterick, to Kent Buxton, Dustin Resch, and Lindsay Henry, to Jordan Lax, Dan Fitzpatrick, and of course to Sarah Ann Rapp, partner of the Octopus, partner of mine, and she has contributed a question to tonight's game, which you'll see here at the end of round number 1. She also gave me the idea for the animal question, too.
Oh, excellent.
It's a really good one. I'm a fan of it. Anyway, that's all the kudos we want to dole out for now. If you, again, want to contribute, feel free to do so. Venmo at McKinney-Sizemore. Use PayPal if you prefer, ksizemore@hotmail.com. We'll be getting started with our evening of trivia here in just about 5 minutes. So hang out, and we'll be getting you going soon. We'll pop up with the rules. But other than that, you can take a look at the fun little error I made here on the opening slide. Don't know what I did. Must have just miscounted it entirely. But I thought today was the 15th. Got the year right. That's an
improvement.
Big one in my book, really.
That's an improvement.
Yeah, it really, really is. But anyway, thanks to everybody for being here. We've got some rules to go over, which we'll just pop up and say hi to you for a little bit and hang out here. Got 5 more minutes till we get started, so we don't really need to get into the rules.
Don't need to blast in.
Nah, don't really need to get into the rules right now. Although, I'll just say, if it is your first time playing, don't worry. We've got everything you need. We'll be posting links to the answer forms that we use in the chats. That'll be on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So if you've never played before, like I said, we've got you covered. You don't need to download anything extra. You don't need to go anywhere extra. You don't have to have an app, nothing like that. We've got you covered.
Speaking of, let me go ahead and put the answer form in the chat.
Okay, cool. Yep. I will do so on Twitch and YouTube while I'm thinking about it. Here you go, YouTube.
Yeah, make that the pinned comment.
And here you go, Twitch. Beautiful. Oh, look, all 3 of them popped up at the same time.
Nice. There it goes.
Okay, cool. A little less than 5 minutes remaining. Feels like it's taking a long time to get to 9 o'clock tonight. I don't know what it is. I think it's because we have fewer slides than usual. You know, it's like, hey, you don't have your vamp material, so now, sit out there and take this dead air. There's no dead air.
Oh, what the
Starting, it says we're back.
Yep. Should be good. There we go.
Okay, cool. Guess we had a bit of a hiccup there. Anyway, when you fill out those answer forms, make sure you put your team name on each one of them, and make sure that your team name is spelled spaced, and stylized the same way throughout the night. Otherwise, our answer program might attribute your answers to another team, and you might not
team,
a ghost team, yeah. And you might not get all of the points you deserve. We can easily go in and fix it, but it's even easier to not have to do that. So just make sure you're paying attention to the spelling, spacing,
we can do
and
it. We just don't want to.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Tonight, as always, there will be 5 rounds of 8 questions, and your middle round will be a music round with a theme. Feel free to play individually or team up. We don't have any hard and fast team limits, but we recommend keeping it to no more than 6 players, just because, I don't know
Cuts
about you.
down on the amount of people yelling at you. Like
Exactly.
an episode of Always Sunny.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I think 6 is like right about the sweet spot.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, even fewer might be the sweet spot, but 6 is probably the maximum.
You're a solo trivia fan, aren't you?
I'm a solo trivia. No. Anyway, moving on.
Gizly.
Each correct answer to a question is worth 1 point unless otherwise indicated. The exception to that is in the music round, where a musician or artist will be worth 1 point if guessed correctly, and a title will be worth 1 point if guessed correctly. In the music round, the theme will be worth 2 points. Now, with the musician and the title, it's not mutually dependent. You don't need to get both of them right in order to get credit. You can say something like Notorious B.I.G. did the Thong Song, and we'll be like, maybe it could have been. That would have been nice, but really only one of those is correct, so 1 point for that one.
And Cisco would like, a little bit of fame.
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't take Cisco's away from him.
Ooh,
Cisco
that man
needs
is
to get-
scandalous.
Cisco got to get his. Questions we read once and then
Even those
recap.
Snow Dogs,
The Snow
Snow
Dogs
Dogs
bucks.
residuals aren't rolling in anymore.
Questions we read once and then recapped. Following the recap, you will have a 3-minute timer, and when that 3-minute timer expires, go ahead and submit your answers. While that 3-minute timer ticks down, we'll show you the slides again. So all told, before you see the answers, you're going to see each question 3 times before you submit, and a 4th time before the answer is given. So
You're going to get sick of them.
maybe, but if by some chance you need a repeat or you need to see a slide again, please let us know, and we'll do everything we can to help you out. There will be no final question, and tiebreaker will only be used in the event of a first place tie and no other time. So that's it.
Yeah,
That's
that is.
it. And it's time to dive right on in. Let's see. I'm going to take number 8. So you start with the odds, and I'll do the evens, and
That's
then we
cool.
can switch if you want. And go
Let
ahead.
us start. Question number 1. What substance appears in the titles of novels by Orhan Pamuk, David Gutterson, Joe Nesbo, and Yasunari Kawabata? So what substance is common to titles in novels by Orhan Pamuk, David Gutterson, Joe Nesbo, and Yasunari Kawabata? What substance appears in the titles of those novels? That is question 1. You okay?
I'm good. You take question 2 while I find some sanitizer.
Okay, cool. No problem. Move on here to question number 2. The Chattooga and the Tugaloo rivers are tributaries of what major river that forms most of the border between Georgia and South Carolina? The Chattooga River and the Tugaloo rivers, Tugaloo is a great name for a river, are tributaries of what major river that forms most of the border between Georgia and South Carolina? So what river forms most of the border between Georgia and South Carolina? That is question number 2. How we doing there, boss?
Oh, we're doing good. Take question number 3 also, just so that we stay back on our regular
All right,
pace.
cool.
Go for it.
I was feeling pretty good, boss. I can go for a bit. Question number 3. In common parlance, ever since a recent Supreme Court decision, what initialism indicates the 3 main ways an NCAA athlete can monetize themselves? You've probably heard this thrown around quite a bit over the last few months. In common parlance, ever since a recent Supreme Court decision, what initialism indicates the 3 main ways an NCAA athlete can monetize themselves. What is that initialism? That is question number 3. Hey, you want to join the party?
You know what? I think I would.
Looking pretty fun. Let me swing
Bring in the reliever. Swinging the donut. All right, starting now with question number 4, starting my night with question number 4. Founded in Boca Raton, what fitness company takes its name from a stage of high-intensity interval training where a person's heart beats at 84 to 91% of its maximum rate? Once again, what fitness company founded in Boca Raton takes its name from a stage of high-intensity interval training in which a person's heartbeat reaches 84 to 91% of its maximum rate? What is the name of that fitness company? That's what we're looking for. That's question number 4.
Sounds good. And question number 5. The award would go to Emil Jannings, who later starred in Nazi propaganda films. What actor and star of the films Frozen River and $1 Million Caller originally received the most votes for the first ever Best Actor Oscar? And although the award would eventually, on a recount, go to Emil Jannings, what actor initially received the most votes for the first ever Best Actor Oscar? Star of films such as Frozen Rivers and $1 Million Caller. What is that actor? That's question 5.
Question number 6, we've got your animal question. If you've never joined us before, there are 2 questions that are similar. Round 1, question number 6, is usually a name that animal question with an image component. And round 2, question number 8, is an anagram with a Randy component.
Randy Tilt.
Randy Tilt.
Yeah.
A Randy Bent.
Yeah, Randy Bent. That's right.
You might want to get that checked out.
Yeah.
Question number 6. Seen on the following slide is an adorable baby platypup plus a hybrid dog breed, both of which share what name? So what name is common to the young of platypuses, also known as platypups, and the hybrid dog breed that is seen there on the right side? They both go by what name? Looking for that shared name. Look at the foot.
Yeah.
Look, I have a foot. I see your foot. It's adorable.
It's
little
webbed.
platypup.
It's webbeat.
It is. It is webbeat. I love you. I absolutely love you. What is the name that is shared by the young of the platypus and the hybrid dog breed seen on the right-hand side of the slide? Of the slide. That's question number 6.
And your penultimate question of the round, question number 7. What was the papal name of any of the 3 Borgias that served as pope from 1378 to 1655? We need the papal name of any one of the 3 Borgias who served as pope from 1378 to 1655. Give us a papal name of a Borgia, and you got points.
Now, that just means that they were pope during that date range. That doesn't mean it was just those 3 back-to-back tag teaming it for almost 3 centuries.
Mm-hmm. They're sitting in the seat. They are sitting down.
Yeah.
So give us any one of the 3 Borgias. That's question 7.
And question number 8. This one comes to you from Sarah Ann Rapp. Thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Hey, clink, clink. An Andalusian city. An invention named for an American movie star. A goddess of the underworld. And a weapon used worldwide for centuries. These are all linked by association to what plant? So what plant, by association, links an Andalusian city, an invention named for an American movie star, a goddess of the underworld, and a weapon used worldwide for centuries? By association, all of those clues are linked to what plant? That's question number 8. And
We'll get it on the recap.
We'll get it on the recap.
And it is time for the question recap. And question number 1. What substance appears in the titles of novels by Orhan Pamuk, David Gutterson, Joe Nesbo, and Yasunori Kawabata? So what substance is common to novels by all of those authors? That's question 1.
And question number 2. I get to actually do this one this time. The Chattooga and Tugaloo rivers are tributaries of what major river of the American Southeast that forms most of the border between Georgia and South Carolina. A majority of the hydrological boundary between Georgia and South Carolina is comprised of what major river of the American Southeast?
Looks at hydrological. Not what we have on the card. Question number 3. In common parlance, ever since the recent Supreme Court decision, what initialism indicates the 3 main ways an NCAA athlete can monetize themselves? What is the initialism that indicates the 3 main ways in which an NCAA athlete can now monetize themselves? That is question 3.
Question number 4. Founded in Boca Raton, what fitness company takes its name from a stage of high-intensity interval training in which a person's heart beats at 84 to 91% of its maximum rate? That's the question. What is the name of that fitness company?
Question number 5. Although the award would go to Emil Jannings, who later starred in Nazi propaganda film, what actor and star of the films Frozen River and $1 Million Collar originally received the most votes for the first ever Best Actor Oscar? So what actor and star of the film Frozen River and $1 Million Collar originally received the most votes for the first ever Best Actor Oscar? That's question 5.
Question number 6. This is your animal question. Seen on the following slide, seen on this slide, is an adorable baby platypup and a hybrid dog breed. Both of these animals share what name? What name is shared by the baby young of the platypus, as well as the hybrid dog breed seen on the right slide? What is that shared name? That's what we're looking for. And that is question number 6. I promise you'll see more of the baby platypus with the foot.
Yep. Question number 7. What was the papal name of any one of the 3 Borgias who served as pope from 1378 to 1655? So let's play a game of Name That Pope.
Name the pope.
What was the papal name of any one of the 3 Borgias who served as pope from 1378 to 1655? You got 1 out of 3. Come on. There's 3 correct answers. Just go for one.
Yeah, but there's like 200 some papal names.
There's quite a bit of papal names. I'm not saying it's a fun needle in the haystack. That is question number 7.
And question number 8. This one comes to you from Sarah Ann Rapp. Thank you again, Sarah. An Andalusian city. An invention named for an American movie star, a goddess of the underworld, and a weapon used worldwide for centuries. These are all linked by association to what plant? Do we need the Pope's number or just the name? Just the name is fine.
Just the name's
Just
fine.
the papal name. Once again, an Andalusian city, an invention named for an American movie star, a goddess of the underworld, and a weapon that has been used worldwide for centuries. These are all linked by connection to what plant? Give us the name of that plant. That is question number 8. And I believe, TJ, that means it is time to pull up the countdown timer, choose some music. I'm thinking lo-fi.
Okay.
Thinking some lo-fi tonight. Do a little bit of that.
Now, if we needed the Pope's number, that would be a lot harder.
That would be a lot harder. Thankfully, we're not doing that to you. Let's see.
Lo-fi, if our lo-fi hip-hop beats the study, too.
Absolutely. Kind of what I'm looking for. Something in that vein. Chill pop, chill piano, chill bass. L, industrial, lo-fi. Head bop and lo-fi. Here we go. All right.
See you guys in a bit.
Best of luck.
All right, we are back, and hopefully the video signal,
Yeah, hopefully
is a little
that
bit more
improves.
consistent.
Hopefully that improves. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do about that, but I hope that it gets better. I hope that it holds out. We haven't had any major problems before, knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on the faux wood, please.
All right, moving on to round number one's answers. TJ.
Question number 1. What substance appears in the title of novels by Orhan Pamuk, David Gutterson, Joe Nesbo, and Yasunari Kawabata? And that substance that's in all those is snow.
Yep. Snow by Orhan Pamuk, Snow Falling on Cedars by David Gutterson, The Snowman by Joe Nesbo, which is apparently a well-respected crime series, but a god-awful film. Snow Country by Yasunari Kawabata, who came up a week or two ago on Octopus as well. Fun fact, the main detective in the whole series by Joe Nesbo is named Harry Hole, and I can't really think of a worse name for a protagonist.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Mr. Hole?
Question number 2. The Chattooga and Tugaloo rivers are tributaries of what major river that forms most of the border between Georgia and
Not
South
to
Carolina?
mention Snow Country for old men. Thanks, Alexander.
That would be the Savannah River, of course.
I can't accurately explain how much I love Tugaloo as a tributary.
Tugaloo's fun to say.
Yep.
Here you go.
Question number 3. In common parlance, ever since a recent Supreme Court decision, what initialism indicates the 3 main ways an NCAA athlete can monetize themselves? That is name, image, likeness, NIL. Mm-hmm. And we've already had several big-time endorsements. DJ Wagalele, who is going to be the starter for Clemson this year, inked a deal with Dr. Pepper to appear in their Fansville ads this season.
All right. Good for DJ.
And Bryce Young, who's taking over Alabama's, already inked over $600,000 worth of NIL deals in Alabama alone. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody wants
It
him
pays.
to pitch their tire packages and all that kind of
Fried
stuff.
chicken.
Question number 4. Founded in Boca Raton, what fitness company takes its name from a stage of high-intensity interval training in which a person's heart rate reaches 84 to 91% of its maximum rate? Mm-hmm. When you reach 92 to 100% of your maximum rate, you're in the red zone. Down here, you're in the orange zone, at least according to Orange Theory. High-intensity interval training via Orange Theory has zones divided into, I believe it's green, yellow, orange, and red. And orange is the first level at which you reach the EPOC, which is excess post-exercise oxygen consumption level. It's EPOC even though there's 5 words because one of them is hyphenated. But that's where you're supposed to be able to burn fat even after the workout.
And this literally just happened. I'd like to congratulate former Gentleman Octopus answer line Joey Votto on his 2000th career hit that he just got against the Cubs.
Hey, congratulations, Lou Marshall Award winner. Multiple time.
Double Blue Marshall Award winner.
Damn right. Your turn, TJ.
Mm-hmm. I just saw it happen, and everybody taking their hat off. Like, that was his 2000th, wasn't it? Question number 5. Well, the award would go to Emil Jannings, who later starred in Nazi propaganda films. What actor and star of the films Frozen River and $1 Million Collar originally received the most votes and was definitely the goodest boy? I couldn't resist putting in the $1 Million Collar. I wanted to hint towards a pupper, and it's Rin Tin Tin.
I love that. I love how the original Best Actor Oscar voting was kind of like a little bit of shit posting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then they gave it to a Nazi.
That was the Bodie McBoatface of its time. Fuck it, let the dog win.
Yeah. We don't understand this. Let the Wookiee win.
Yeah, exactly. Question number 6. Seen on the following slide is an adorable baby platypup plus a hybrid dog breed, both of which share what name? Now, we had a guess for pug, which we were unable to accept, because while the hybrid dog breed on the other side has a name that includes pug, it is also crossed with a beagle to make a puggle.
And that's what you call a baby platypus.
Yep. And a baby platypus is also called a puggle. Although there is a growing movement to have them called platypups. Yep. Which I'm like, yeah, they should be platypups.
They should be.
They should be.
That might be one of the most adorable photos I've ever seen.
Yeah. Look at my foot.
Look, it's webbed.
Oh, I see your foot. I love you so much. I would do anything for you.
Question number 7. What was the papal name of any one of the 3 Borgias who served as pope from 1378 to 1655? Had 3 shots you could give, and it was Calixtus, Alexander, or Innocent. We actually had somebody say Alexander the Sixth. They got fancy on us.
They did get fancy on us. We told you didn't need to have the number as well, but yeah, you got it right. So well done.
So you get the style points.
You do. You do. Our dad, when he was playing this, was, well, they were the Borgias, so, probably an quote-unquote innocent in there. He was right. There was an innocent.
Yep.
You always got to watch out for pious and innocent.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Look how pious I am.
Question number 8. This one again comes to you from Sarah and Rapp. Thank you, Sarah. An Andalusian city. An invention named for an American movie star. A goddess of the underworld, and a weapon used worldwide for centuries. These are all linked by association to what plant? Well, the Andalusian city is Grenada. Granada, I'm sorry.
Yep.
The invention named for an American movie star is the Shirley Temple. A goddess of the underworld is Persephone. And the weapon used worldwide for centuries is a grenade, which takes its name from a pomegranate. There you go. Pomegranate was the common link there. So now, let's take a look at who we got playing tonight.
Yeah. Got a few people in today. I feel like the beginning of a Jimmy Carr. Who we have in today?
Who we got in?
Yep. We've got third podium, Team Coast to Coast, Sonnet Teacup, Snow Country for Old Men, Kanye West Nile Virus, and Bag It Up.
Bag it up.
We have one team with a perfect score, but everybody did pretty well. Whole lot of 7s up in there.
Excellent. Excellent.
So we got a nice tight game brewing.
All right. Let's get started. T, do you want this one or
Yeah,
should I?
let's do it.
Go ahead.
Question number 1. The city of Tarifa and Tantan partially comprise the strip known as Cape Juby, a coastal promontory of what African country east of the Canary Islands? The question can only be described as Palm Wonderful.
Palm Wonderful.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Question number 1. The cities of Tarifa and Tantan partially comprise the strip named after Cape Juby, a coastal promontory of what African country east of the Canary Islands? That is question number 1.
Question number 2. What television show that last aired in 2017 followed the title characters as they attempted to make enough money to open a cupcake business together? The title characters attempt to raise enough money to open a cupcake business in what television show that aired its last episode in 2017?
The extremely abridged edition.
That's question number 2.
Question number 3. The image on the following slide shows the M1913 Sabre, designed to the specifications of what American general, who 1 year prior to the weapon's introduction had used an epee in Stockholm. So the image that I'm about to show you on the following slide shows an M13 Sabre, designed to the specifications of what American general, who 1 year prior to the weapon's introduction used an epee in Stockholm. So what American general used the M1913 Sabre seen on this slide? I was getting there. Gotta give me a little time. Was that American general? That is question number 3.
And question number 4. Commissioned for a triennial in New Orleans, the calliope and parade wagon seen on the following slide was created by what artist, whose trademark silhouettes adorn the exterior of the wagon?
So much seen on the following slide this way.
A lot in round 2, especially. Anyway, what is the name of the artist who created this calliope and parade wagon? This artist's trademark style of black silhouettes adorn the wagon's exterior as seen on that slide. That's question number 4.
Question number 5. Known as the Empress of the Blues, what 1920s and 30s vocalist made landmark recordings of Downhearted Blues and St. Louis Blues before her untimely death in a car accident? Once again, known as the Empress of the Blues, what 1920s and 30s vocalist made landmark recordings of Downhearted Blues and St. Louis Blues before her untimely death in a car accident? So what 20s and 30s vocalist was known as the Empress of the Blues? That's question 5.
Question number 6. The forgettable 2006 horror movie Stay Alive is most notable for what 10-word line of dialogue presented in partially redacted form below? If you blank in the blank, you blank for blank.
Who do you blank for?
Yeah. Ask not for whom the blank blanks.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you blank in the blank, you blank for blank is a partially redacted form of what 10-word line of dialogue? You can give us either the whole thing or just the parts that fill in the blanks from the forgettable 2006 horror movie Stay Alive. It would be utterly irrelevant if it wasn't for the memes. The memes, oh god, the memes.
The memes.
What is that line of dialogue? That's question number 6.
Question number 7. Of the 10 most luminous stars in the night sky, half of them reside in the Tarantula Nebula, a region within what satellite galaxy of the Milky Way with a 3-word name? What 3-word name of a satellite galaxy in the Milky Way is home to half of the most luminous stars in the night sky, residing in the Tarantula Nebula? So what is the name of that satellite galaxy? That's question 7.
And question number 8, we've got
Randy
your
time.
Randy anagram. You have a 10-letter word this time. We believe in you. Your letters are B, R, E, A, S, T, S, P, U, N. You have a breasts pun, and your hint is, look, I'm going to have to put a stop to this nonsense. Just too many breast puns. Anybody? But yeah, breast pun or breast puns. Look, I'm going to have to put a stop to this nonsense. What is that 10-letter word? Take those letters we've given you, take that hint, and rearrange them to give us a 10-letter word. That's question number 8, which means it's time for the
Recap. In question number 1, the cities of Terafea and Tantan partially comprise the strip named for Cape Juby, a coastal promontory in what African country east of the Canary Islands? So what African country east of the Canary Islands is home to Cape Juby? That is question number 1.
Question number 2. What television show that aired its final episode in 2017 followed the title characters as they attempt to make enough money to open a cupcake business together? What's the name of that television show? It last aired in 2017. Question number 2.
Question number 3. The image on the following slide shows an M1913 Sabre designed to the specifications of what American general, who the year before its introduction used an epee in Stockholm? So the M1913 seen on this slide was designed to the specifications of what American general? What American general is that? That's question 3.
Question number 4. Commissioned for a triennial in New Orleans, the calliope and parade wagon seen on this slide were designed by what artist? This American artist, known for their silhouette style, has images, of course, that adorn the parade wagon's exterior, as seen on this slide. What is the name of that American artist? That is question number 4.
Question number 5. Known as the Empress of the Blues, what 20s and 30s vocalist made landmark recordings of Downhearted Blues and St. Louis Blues before her untimely death in a car accident? So what 20s and 30s vocalist was known as the Empress of the Blues? That is question 5.
Question number 6. The forgettable 2006 horror film, Stay Alive, would be entirely irrelevant if not for what notable 10-word line of dialogue presented in partially redacted form below. If you blank in the blank, you blank for blank. Blank, blank, blank.
Blank, blank.
If you blank in the blank, you blank for blank. That is the partially redacted 10-word line of dialogue. I'm sorry, that is the partially redacted form of what 10-word line of dialogue from the 2006 horror film Stay Alive? That's question number 6.
And question number 7. Of the 10 most luminous stars in the night sky, half of them are in the Tarantula Nebula, A region within what satellite galaxy of the Milky Way with a 3-word name? Once again, of the 10 most luminous stars in the night sky, half of them reside in the Tarantula Nebula, a region within what satellite galaxy of the Milky Way with a 3-word name? What satellite galaxy is that? That's question 7.
Want to take this one real quick?
Yeah, sure. And your last question of the round is Randy Anagram time. Rearrange the following letters to form a 10-letter word. You got BREASTSPUN. You got a breast pun. And your hints, look, I'm going to have to put a stop to this nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Breast pun, look, I'm going to have to put a stop to this nonsense. Rearrange those letters, give us a 10-letter word that fits the clue. Baby, you got a stew. And then you're the end of round 2.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to pop on the lo-fi one more time. We're going to give you another 3 minutes on the timer, and we will see you in just a couple.
Best of luck.
Bye for now.
And a writer, I'm looking for somebody who brings everything to the table. Who brings
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we are back and live to give you the answers from round number 2. I personally was convinced this was the easiest round of the night. I'm not sure if I was right. My defense is so hard.
Question number 1. The cities of Tarfaya and Tantan partially comprise the strip named for Cape Juby, a coastal promontory in what African country east of the Canary Islands? And that African country is Morocco.
Of course it is. Social. Good job, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Question number 2. What television show that last aired in 2017 followed the title characters as they attempt to make enough money to open a cupcake business together?
As the extremely abridged version of Two Broke Girls.
Which was also a social. So, hey, good job.
Hey, yeah.
Show that has a ton of problems, by the way. Not just representation and stereotyping and straight up racism, which are extremely bad problems to have.
Not
but
great,
also,
yeah.
it's just not written well.
Yeah,
like you were
basically
saying,
everybody's like, the 2 leads are great. The rest of the show, real not good.
everybody is a one-dimensional stereotype.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just not a good show. It seems like it has good moments, though. I've seen a lot of people that get a lot of joy out of it.
And Kat Dennings is normally very, very good.
But yeah, not one that really raises the bar in any way.
Yeah. Question number 3. The image on the following slide shows an M1913 saber that is designed to the specifications of what American general who used an epee the previous year in Stockholm. He used the epee as part of the modern pentathlon in 1912, and this is George S. Patton.
Yep, that is the Patton Saber, which was designed in 1913, as the number indicates. Oh, patent pending?
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah.
Open a window.
That stank. Yeah. That's bad.
Question number 4. Commission for a triennial in New Orleans. The calliope and parade wagon seen on the following slide were created by what artist, whose trademark silhouettes adorn the wagon's exterior? She's been coming up quite a bit in quiz, as she should. This is Kara Walker. Kara Walker's style is the one that, if you see those large black on white cutouts that sort of look like 19th century Victorian illustrations, that's Kara Walker. Definitely need to know Kara Walker.
Nice. Question number 5. Known as the Empress of the Blues, what 20s and 30s vocalist made landmark recordings of Downhearted Blues and St. Louis Blues before her untimely death in a car accident? That was Miss Bessie Smith.
Who was played by Queen Latifah in a made-for-TV biography about Bessie Smith. But Bessie Smith was one of the, I believe she was one of the first people inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame under the early Influencers program. But Bessie Smith is considered basically the founding vocalist of blues music for shaping into what it became.
Nice.
Thank you, Bessie Smith. Question number 6. The forgettable 2006 horror film Stay Alive is most notable for what 10-word line of dialogue presented in partially redacted form right here. If you blank in the blank, you blank for blank. That would be, if you die in the game, you die for real.
But I don't want to die in the game. I want to get out of Minecraft.
Yeah. That was made by Touchstone. It was made by Disney, I thought. Which it was a
subsidiary.
pretty
of Disney,
big departure.
Yeah.
I saw articles
not
saying
good.
like that time Disney made a slasher film. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's real not good. What's going on with my man in the green visor right there? Absolute lady killer over there.
That is ready to clean up at bingo. That's that look.
Question number 7. Of the 10 most luminous stars in the night sky, half of them reside in the Tarantula Nebula, a region within what satellite galaxy of the Milky Way with a 3-word name? And that satellite galaxy is the Large Magellanic Cloud.
Yeah, and you see that little like concentrated bundle there with the little spirals on the outside. That's why it's called the Tarantula Nebula, because it looks like a tarantula with the
I just love that
legs.
immediately after I said the word large, I immediately thought this has to be in all caps now.
Large Magellanic Cloud.
It was like the fucking Futurama Tales of Interest.
Yeah. Question number 8 was your Randy anagram. We gave you 10 letters. Those letters are BREASTSPUN. That's breast puns or breasts pun. It's so sibilant. It's hard.
Sibilant.
Sibilant. Look, I'm going to have to put a stop to this nonsense. And I'm sorry to cut you off even abruptly. Abruptness is what we're looking for. That's a scene from Bart Mangled Banner. They're about to start the annual Students versus Teachers donkey basketball game, which you never get to see, by the way. But
that's a missed opportunity.
Right? But just as we made the breast pun is something we need to put a stop to, as soon as Principal Chalmers says that Mule have a great time, laughter stops abruptly. Which I think should just be like a genre of like screen cap memes. Is you press random, get a screen cap, laughter stops abruptly.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's round number 2. TJ, take us through the scoring update, please.
Let's do it. We've got in 6th place with 9 points, third podium. 12 points in 5th place for Team Coast to Coast. We got a whole host of people really longed up here. This is
really
longed up, yeah. 3rd place, 13 points for Sonnet Teacup and Kanye West Nile Virus. 14 points for Bag It Up. And in 1st place, 15 points is Snow Country for Old Men.
That is Snow Country.
But it is about to change. Because, you see, it is time for the music round.
Let's get it going. All right. So for the music round, you're going to hear 8 different clips. 1 point for each correctly guessed title. 1 point for each correctly guessed artist. 2 points will be awarded for guessing the theme. So even if you don't know the theme, it's always a good idea to have a shot because that is the most valuable question of the night and could easily make a difference. Anyway, the link to your music clips will be posted in the comments. I'm about to do that right now. This is a Vocaroo link, and it's in Twitch.
It's already in Facebook.
And it is now in YouTube. Boom. The clip is about 5 minutes long. You'll have 10 minutes on the countdown timer, so feel free to listen, rewind to what you might have missed, and listen again. If you need any help whatsoever, apart from, hints as to what the answer might be, feel free to reach out. Other than that, you will not see us until the 2-minute warning, where we'll hop on and just let you know you've only got 2 minutes remaining. Goes by a lot faster than the previous 8, so get them in soon. There will be no filler music during that time, and once we hit 0, we'll hop on and let you know how much time is not left.
And then we'll put on filler music and try to hustle you along.
Just a little, Academy Awards, playing you off, that kind of thing. Giving it to Rin Tin Tin. Hey!
Yep.
Jinx. All right. Best of luck, everybody. We will see you in 10 minutes. All right, everybody, just a little less than 2 minutes remaining before you have to submit your answers. Just want to remind you again that the remaining 2 minutes go by a lot faster than the preceding 8, so get those in as soon as you can. And as soon as you get your answers in, we will evaluate those, give you a little bit of a break while we're doing it, and come back to you with the correct answers and the 4th round of the evening. So get those answers in when you can. We'll see you soon. Disconnected. Oh, we're back. Okay, cool. Anyway, as I was saying, probably the best time of night to powder your nose, get a refill on your beverage, just like I just did. But anyway, submit your answers, take a break, send us a little bit of money if you got the mind to. We'll see you soon.
If you're feeling froggy.
If you're feeling froggy. All right. Sorry about the choppy video feed. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. Hopefully, it holds out as we finish off the last 2 rounds. Anyway, let's take a look at the correct answers from round number 3. Do you want to start us off?
Yep. Song number 1 was I'm in Love with My Car by Queen. Song number 2 was You Make Loving Fun by Fleetwood Mac.
Song number 3, we had Superman by REM. Hey guys, stand around me. I can't go with Lenny watching. Song number 4 was Have a Cigar by Pink Floyd. Song number 5, TJ?
Song number 5 was December 1963, Oh What a Night, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
And song number 6, Gigantic by Pixies.
Song number 7 was These Dreams by Heart. And the last song of the round was Sister Christian by Night Ranger.
Yep.
You might have noticed we were singling out one member from each band.
Yeah. So, I'm in Love with My Car. There's Roger Taylor. You Make Loving Fun, Christine McVie. Superman, Mike Mills. Have a Cigar, that's Roy Harper, not actually a member of Pink Floyd. December 1963, Oh What a Night, Jerry Polsey. Gigantic, Kim Deal. These Dreams, Nancy Wilson. And Sister Christian, Kelly Keegi. The theme for tonight, which nobody got, was songs not sung by the usual lead singer. The borderline case here is Christine McVie, who later became the person who sang lead on the most Fleetwood Mac songs, but up to that point hadn't even sung like lead a quarter of the time.
Yeah.
So
Up until then, it was all Stevie Nicks, basically.
well, no, it wasn't. It was even before Stevie Nicks, but it was Peter Green. It was David Harnan, I think, was one of the members, and I think John McVie as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that point, Christine hadn't been the basically de facto lead singer, which she was when Stevie left and all that. But yeah, Roger Taylor sings I'm in Love with My Car. Christine sings You Make Lovin' Fun. REM, Mike Mills sings Superman. Do you mind checking Kanye West Niles? I think we got a few more correct than we got credit for on the score sheet. Let me double check that. Yeah. Looking at it now, looking at all the score sheets. I'll be honest, when I looked at the score sheets, I was a bit flabbergasted by the fact that y'all went 92 for 96 as a set of 6 teams on these questions. So I was thrown and forgot to check on this. But anyway, yeah.
Everybody's score should be correct now.
Well done. Moving on to round number 4.
That one got dunked.
Yes, it did. Round number 4.
Let's go. Round number 4, question number 1. Question number 1, located in the Welsh region of Monmouthshire. What is the name of the monastic building whose ruins are seen on the following slide and was earlier immortalized in the title of a poem in the 1798 collection Lyrical Ballads? So what is the name of this place that was immortalized in a 1798 poem that was in the collection Lyrical Ballads? That is question number 1. Can you tell it's all I remembered from the first reading of the question?
Yes. Question number 2. A 2010 documentary about a photographer coping with brain damage after a savage attack was the basis for what 2018 drama starring Steve Carell and Leslie Mann? Steve Carell and Leslie Mann starred in what 2018 drama which was based on a 2010 documentary about a photographer coping with brain damage after a savage attack? What is the name of that film from 2018? That is question number 2.
Question number 3, coins such as those from Western Anatolia and the Mediterranean were sometimes made of what alloy of gold and silver, possibly to debase the currency and increase coinage profits? Because there's always an angle to be played. Coins such as those from Western Anatolia and the Mediterranean were sometimes made with what alloy of gold and silver, possibly to debase the currency and increase coinage profits? What is the name of that alloy of gold and silver? That's question number 3.
Question number 4. Usually made with wicker and leather, what is the name derived from the Scots language for a basket used to carry fish as seen on the following slide. With a name that was derived from the Scots language, what basket used to carry fish is typically made of wicker and leather, as seen on that slide? What is the name of that fish basket?
Give me a fish basket.
Give me a fish basket. That's question number 4.
Question number 5, pictured on the following slide in a Family Guy cameo along with David Mamet and Alan Bennett. What French playwright introduced herself to Brian and Stewie as the author of the plays Art and God of Carnage? So what French playwright is pictured there with David Mamet and
Alan Bennett
introducing themselves to Brian and Stewie? That is question number 5.
Mm-hmm. That is question number 5. Question number 6. With the recent release of Frank Ntilikina, what NBA team has now failed to sign their own first-round pick to a multi-year extension in every season since locking up Charlie Ward in 1994? So the 1994 signing of Charlie Ward was the most recent time that which NBA team has signed their own first-round pick to an extension.
A multi-year extension.
Mm-hmm. My apologies. Obviously, that trend has now continued since the recent release of Frank Ntilikina. What is the name of that NBA team? That's question number 6.
Mm-hmm. Question number 7. Candy Crush and Bejeweled are considered the most popular gaming apps in what genre? Describes the way these games are played. So Candy Crush and Bejeweled are considered what type of gaming apps in what genre of gaming apps? It describes the way that these games are played. What is that name?
Mm-hmm. And question number 8, really rolling through them here in round number 4.
There we are.
What protein option, a blend of braised tofu and spices, has been redacted from the following image at Chipotle? Get your Chipotle knowledge on. You've got chicken, you've got steak, you've got carnitas, you've got barbacoa, you got your veggie options.
Mm-hmm.
Options. You got your veggie options. My bad. But you've also got what other protein option, which is tofu, braised tofu, that's then mixed with sauces and spices. What is the name of that protein option there at Chipotle?
That's question 8.
And now it's already time for the recap.
Question 1, located in the Welsh region of Monmouthshire. What is the name of the monastic building whose ruins are seen on the following slide? It was earlier immortalized in the title of a poem from the 1798 collection, Lyrical Ballads. So what is the name of that monastic building that was immortalized in a 1798 poem from the collection, Lyrical Ballads? That's question 1.
Question number 2, a 2010 documentary about a photographer coping with brain damage after a savage attack was the basis for what 2018 drama starring Steve Carell and Leslie Mann? What is the name of that 2018 film that was based on that 2010 documentary? That's what we're looking for here in question number 2.
In question number 3, coins such as those from Western Anatolia and the Mediterranean were sometimes made with what alloy of gold and silver, possibly to debase the currency and increase coinage profits? We have the Pixies and we have Debaser.
Hey!
Yep.
Well done.
So what alloy of gold and silver were coins in Western Anatolia and the Mediterranean sometimes made with? That's question 3.
Question number 4. Usually made with wicker and leather, what is the name derived from the Scots language for a basket used to carry fish, as seen on the following slide? They come in other types as well, but this is like the most traditional version of one of these things. Again, its name comes from the Scots language, and it can be made with a variety of materials, but traditionally wicker and leather. What is the name for this basket in which you keep your fish? Your fish.
Question 4.
That is question number 4.
Question number 5, pictured on the following slide in a Family Guy cameo alongside David Mamet and Alan Bennett, is what French playwright who introduced herself to Brian and Stewie as the author of the plays Art and God of Carnage? So what French playwright is seen there in a cameo from Family Guy and wrote the plays Art and God of Carnage? That's question 5.
Question number 6. With the recent release of Frank Ntilikina, what NBA team has now failed to sign their own first-round pick to a multi-year extension since locking up Charlie Ward in 1994. Again, the multi-year extension of Charlie Ward in 1994 was the last time that what NBA team signed their own first-round pick to a multi-year deal. They continued with this trend of not signing their first-round pick to a multi-year extension with the recent release of Frank Ntilikina. That's question number 6.
Question number 7. Candy Crush and Bejeweled are considered the most popular gaming apps in what genre? It describes the way these games are played. So Candy Crush and Bejeweled are part of what genre of gaming apps? It accurately describes the way the games are played. What is that? That's question 7.
And your last one of this abbreviated round. Abbreviated. I even abbreviated.
I see it. I see it.
Now I wasted so much time pointing it out that
now you're not abbreviated.
Twice. Question number 8. What protein option, a blend of braised tofu and spices, has been redacted from the following image showing the menu board at Chipotle? Over at Chipotle, you can get yourself chicken, steak, carnitas, barbacoa, or a veggie option. But you can also go for what protein, which is made of braised tofu with a blend of sauce and spices. What is the name of that missing protein? That is question number 8. And it is time now to get those answers in. I'm going to reset the timer.
We
down
breezing
from 10.
through.
We are moving, my friend. Reset the timer down from 10 back to 3. Going to roll it to the top. I'm going to pick out some music here.
Latin pop.
I'm always a big fan of Latin pop. Let's do a little bit of Latin pop.
Yep.
All right. See y'all soon.
All right, it is time to go through those answers for round number 4. And we're trying to go a little bit quicker so we can beat the internet connection, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see what we had here.
Round number 4 answers located in the Welsh region of Monmouthshire was the name of the monastic building whose ruins are seen on the following slide and early immortalized in a 1798 collection, Lyrical Ballads.
Yep.
That would be Tintern Abbey.
Mm-hmm. Just like in the Wordsworth poem, a few lines composed above Tintern Abbey, which is typically just known as Tintern Abbey.
No
It's
audio on Twitch.
No audio on Twitch. Uh-oh. Don't know what's going on with that. When you reload the player, I know it did this for me. It muted me automatically. Have you checked to make sure that we're not just muted? Reloading the page. Okay. Cool. Good job. Hopefully everything clears up. Let us know what's going on with you, Stephen. But yeah, the poem Tintern Abbey isn't actually about the abbey. It's about the river around the abbey, primarily. But it's composed in relation to the abbey, geographically speaking. That's where Wordsworth was when he wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 2. A 2010 documentary. Similar, no audio on Twitch. Damn it. I don't know what's going on there. Hold on. Well, I turned myself off and turned it back on. Only on Facebook, and I'm not muting. Okay.
That's
I
weird.
don't know what's going on. We can try to end the stream and reinitialize. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.